This is from the Daily Mail. Transgender swimmer at Ramapo College in New Jersey Liberal Arts College, Megan Cortez Fields, smashes women's 100-yard butterfly record after competing in the men's team for 3 years.
You know what the butterfly is?
Of course I know the butterfly.
Very, very.
No, it's all chest muscles that men have much more shoulder and I know, yeah. If I do one stroke of the butterfly, I am rushed to an emergency room. The senior was initially congratulated on social media by her school. See, I'm not blaming Daily Mail for writing her, but my preferred is his, her. Because he's a phony. The guy's a phony. Just like the Leah Thomas, the phony at the Penn. You know, there's a direct link between lying about gender as there is about lying about the Middle East. Once you begin to lie, it doesn't stop. And the left is a world of lies. The day you realize that, you leave the left. Truth and the left are antithetical because it's not a left-wing value. Do you think it's fair, by the way? Do you think that? Even if you think men can become women, which they cannot, they can identify as such, but you cannot become the other sex. It's not possible. That's a lie already. It's a lie. But do you think it's fair if someone who says he is a woman can then compete in women's sports? Why does that not end the point of women's sports? Riley Gaines, the great, courageous young woman who is a champion NCAA swimmer. Those who choose to remain blind to the injustice of allowing mediocre male athletes to become record-breaking female athletes are either incompetent or misogynists, she told Fox News. There is no in-between anymore. See, she has courage. What is her courage? She tells the truth. That's right. Women are being asked to smile and step aside and allow these men onto our teams, all the while stripping us of opportunities, privacy, and safety. She also claimed the tattoo on Cortez Fields' body, which shows a nude woman with male genitalia, was evidence of a, quote, fetishized and sexualized movement. Can you imagine that? A guy has a tattoo of a woman with a penis. We, in the last half century, we have produced more sick Americans than, percentage-wise, than at any time in American history. And people still continue to claim that we're doing a good thing by aiming for a fully secularized society. There were fewer sick Americans when more Americans went to church. There were fewer morally confused Americans when Americans went to church. There were morally confused people who did go to church. Anyone who went to church and said slavery is okay was morally confused. That's a long time ago, however. I'm talking about, let's say, the 20th century. Oh, boy. It's funny, this school congratulated this phony, Megan Cortez Fields. I would give a lot of money to know Megan Cortez Fields' background. Was it a happy home? Was it a healthy home? Was the father intact? This is not a natural evolution. See, if you have a son who says he's gay, that was not overwhelmingly not likely to be socially induced. It's physiologically induced. I don't believe it's in the genes, but at some point, because a man who is not attracted to women at all and is attracted to men, that is not something society can convince you of. Not one man listening to this broadcast who is heterosexual can be persuaded or be socially induced to become a homosexual. But in this case, this proliferation of men who think they're women, and even more so women, young women who think they're men, that's a product overwhelmingly of society, not of the person's nature.